today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Reed. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A look at the numbers from a week ago for Reed. 22 carries, 69 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they'll have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a give right side. It's Reed trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. This is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught. This is Ivory. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And finding the tight end, Hooper. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He finds Ivory here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. On 3rd down, it's Reed, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Here's a give to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that gets him back within 10. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Here's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and they'll bring him down right around the On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A give running right, Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
A handoff for Gibson.
They juked him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And that nearly the perfect they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown! Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down, a run with Gibson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with a little over a... Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love team